Well, I gotta tell you, I don't know why, but I have a sudden burst of energy right now. So I got you, homie. Oh, we can get vultures. Yo, they brought those back from the original? Okay. Hold on, I might want to... Well, I mean, to be fair, the vultures were pretty bad in the first one. Is that guy's name Bill Bussey? Well, that's interesting. That pelican went through the floor. Nice. Wait, what? Wait, this is all like it. Oh, wait. I was like, there's no way I'm winning this fight, bro.
You've destroyed our carrier, demons. I shall see your remains scattered to the winds.
Well, that was very convenient that it just ended, because otherwise I only had one troop.
This sure beats a warthog. Cannot afford to lose it.
Yeah, I'll just have a support force, despite the fact that I have no base or any way to build up units, you know. Yeah, the damage just doesn't seem to be that good.
This won't take long.
It's like in the other Halo Wars.
Every edge to push forward.
In the other Halo Wars, the Scarabs just absolutely shredded almost everything. Can my Scarab not attack? It can attack air units? Are you serious? No way. Even the Scarab in the first game could do that. Oh my god, seriously? The Scarab just straight up can attack air units? They're just okay against everything else. Vultures are good against everything apparently, and only okay against infantry. Well, we'll have to see, because that was supposed to be the case in the first game, and the vultures were not super good. I mean, they did a lot of damage, but they just, overall, they did not do very well against other things. Like, they took too long to get up and running. They didn't do the best damage, unless you had the Mega Barrage, in which case they, like, shredded everything. But then, like, things like the Brute Leader Power and a couple other things like the Disruption Bomb and the Cryo Bomb in the first game just completely shut them down. Or the Vultures too. I mean, not the Vultures, the Vampires in the first game. They just shut down the freaking Vultures instantly. Uh-oh. What the?
The installation has released a retriever. They're the Ark's most powerful sentinels.
Because we didn't have enough going on.
Oh god. Holy jeez.
Our allies are in trouble.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to help them though.
Oh, just for once I'd like a straight up fight. There's the enemy, shoot the enemy, go home.
Well, that was awful.
Professor, the retriever's back.
But this time, it's under our control. For now, anyway.
Keep the area clear for the professor.
Stand back. Let's see what our new friend can do. I'm in. And I think I found the Halo's weapon systems.
I'm in.
Once the Spirit of Fire
Oh
is
wait,
standing by
I don't
to
have any
assist
supplies or
Zero.
anything?
Use everything you can. We have to keep the professor safe.
All leader powers are unlocked and the cooldown has been reduced. Make them count. Oh, cool. This is awesome. So, let's get some Lotus Mines. Let's put those like... Oh my god, dude. Seriously? Dude, these freaking locusts. Yeah, I knew we were gonna fight a Scarab.
Professor, this is what we're here for.
Isabel, what's the status of that new gunship? We need it now.
The Condor's on the way, Captain. Nothing like live combat to test a new design.
My crew is
Condor?
ready for action,
Oh, what's
sir.
this?
Where do you need us, sir?
Target that Scarab.
It's got a freaking, what are those things called? A Gauss cannon? I forgot what it was called. But they used it in Halo Reach to take down one of the assault carriers. Which was insane. I forgot what it was called. Oh, it was a mass driver, right? Yeah, it's a mass driver.
Leader power ready.
the Scarab can't fight area. Oh, I guess it can fight area units. Oh, that's awesome. Let's Archer missile it too. Throw down some ODSTs and a turret, and then clone it.
Professor, how we doing?
Just finishing up. Hang on. Okay, I've done it. The ring's disarmed, and the communications relay is in place.
Not as harsh language.
Ready.
Let's do that.
Leader power ready.
I have to hold out for a minute against these, dude. Jesus. Okay.
I need support ASAP.
Do that. Do that. Do that. That's pretty much all I can do at the moment. Just keep giving them something to shoot at. Give them something to shoot at. Oh, cutscene. Let's go.
Professor, it's now or never.
Drop him.
Hope this works.
Or just throw him into space. That works too. Okay. Just throw him into space. Jeez. I'll give some thoughts on it. So just looking at the game in like a vacuum, not comparing it to the first Halo Wars, I actually liked it a lot. It was pretty good. The gameplay was really good. The graphics were obviously way better because it was newer. The gameplay overall was fun. It's just an RTS game. If you're not into it, you won't enjoy it. That's just kind of how RTS are. But for me, I wasn't really into RTS until the first Halo Wars. So playing this one and seeing, again, just trying to look at it in a vacuum. I'm not going to compare it yet. But just in a vacuum, I think it's pretty good. I honestly think this is one of my favorite games that have come out since Bungie stopped developing them. Because I wasn't a huge fan of Halo 4 because it just felt too much like Call of Duty to me. I wasn't a fan of Halo 5 because of the microtransactions and because the story was horrible. And also just because the aesthetic that they chose for Halo 4 and Halo 5 just was ugly. At least in my opinion. The story, I think, is what I liked the most. The cutscenes were fantastic. They looked just like Halo 2 Anniversary cutscenes. It was really cool to see a lot of the returning characters like Cutter and Anders and Red Team and all that. And the story, I feel like, was the strongest out of any 343 game. Now, I think that's because 343 really didn't have much to do with this because it was mostly creative assembly. At least I think so. I'm not sure on if that's the case or not. But it looks like creative assembly kind of had like full reign over this, or at least had most of the say in the creative decisions, which I'm guessing is what happened with the first Halo Wars 2, except it was during the Bungie era. I do think I like the original Halo Wars more. And I think it's just because of nostalgia, honestly. I think because I have so many fond memories of when Halo Wars 1 first came out, and that I still play it to this day occasionally. I don't know, I think I like Halo Wars 1 more. I liked Halo Wars 1 more in terms of like the aesthetic of like the bases and some of the units and how some of the units function and stuff. There were a lot of changes that I did like in Halo Wars 2 that I wish were in Halo Wars 1, like for example the snipers, the way the Cyclops work, better performance on certain units like the Vulture, at least as far as I could tell in the campaign. In terms of the campaign, the missions, I actually enjoyed a lot of Halo Wars 2's missions, although there was quite a few that I felt like were just kind of filler. I don't know, it just kind of felt like meh, like nothing was really happening. Like, in the first Halo Wars, there was a lot of memorable missions, whether because they were really cool or really fun or annoying, like Shield World or the Flood missions or The ones where you're taking on that giant like dome thing, those are really memorable for me. Whereas the very first mission where you get to meet Atriox, so the very first mission and the very last mission of Halo Wars 2 are probably tied for one of my favorite missions in both games. But overall, I feel Halo Wars 1 had the better missions, and I like Halo Wars 1. I like its aesthetic a bit more and how the units function a bit more. But overall, I would say that I like Halo Wars 1 a bit more just because of nostalgia and because I feel like it did some elements a little bit better. So I would say that Halo Wars 1 is like a 9 out of 10 or possibly an 8 out of 10 for me. And Halo Wars 2 is either, I'll say Halo Wars 1 is a 9 out of 10 for me and Halo Wars 2 is an 8 out of 10 for me. They're both really good games. They're both great. I think even if you're not a fan of RTS games, you should check them out just for the storyline itself. Even if, like I said, you don't like RTS games, you can just deal with the gameplay and then, or even just watch the cinematics. I think they're worth playing even if you don't like the genre. They're that good. I think Halo Wars 2 is a worthy sequel. It's a great successor, and they did a fantastic job.
Oh, good job, Ellen. We may have been safer on the Ark.
So that was a Guardian from Halo 5. Ugh. Well, now we know that it's true. This game takes place after Halo 5. Or at the very least during the same time as Halo 5, so... Yeah, that's a big time jump. So they went from before Reach even happened to after Halo 5. Wow, so they were... The Spirit of Fire crew was asleep for Halo Reach, for Combat Evolved, for Halo 2, ODST, Halo 3, the 4-year time skip, then Halo 4, and Halo 5. Man, they were asleep for a long time. That's it. So that's actually similar to the first game, because the first game had, I think, like 15 missions, right? Yeah, the first game had like 15 missions. This had 12, but they're much longer, though. They are much longer. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Very good game. Would highly recommend both of the Halo Wars and all the Bungie games as well. But thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night or afternoon or whatever time it is, wherever you're watching this. And thank you. And I hope you guys enjoyed, had a good time. I did. I certainly did. I really enjoyed actually finally playing this game. But you guys have a good rest of your... I already said that. Well, you know what? Double. Have a good rest of your night, day, or afternoon. And take it easy.